Good evening, good evening. The time is 6:40. Meeting start time is 6:40 p.m. So good evening, everyone. Purpose of good evening. Good evening.
Good evening.
Everybody on camera. Okay. If there is ever a time you guys can't hear me, someone just say something on point so I can know that much. Just keep saying that my connection is unstable. So in case I go out, everyone hear me okay? Okay, thank you, Ms. Bryant. All right, so this evening we will be, sorry, something popped up. This evening we will be discussing business concerning the appointment to the administrative hearing committee. So what I'd like to do is go ahead and read the closing statement to close the meeting. So Marva Joe, do I get the motion first?
Yes, you can.
Okay.
You can. Well, you said what it is, but can you please read the section we talked
Yeah.
about, the 3305?
Yep, and then okay, then we'll take a look. Okay, cool.
I'm sorry, Mr. Chair. I was reminded we're in open meeting and we're going to come back to open meeting. But before you close the meeting, I believe board members receive minutes from prior meetings that you all should take care of to approve.
Okay. So let me ask that question. Did everyone receive the minutes from the previous meeting?
I didn't understand what you just said. It broke up a little bit.
All right, thank you. Did everyone receive the minutes from the previous meeting?
And I think they would have received y'all received all of the prior minutes, right?
I believe I did, yes.
Yeah. If you did, then Mr. Chairman, you would need to deal with each one of them in order separately.
All right, hold on. Pull that up. Give me a sec. Sorry. I don't see them. Which email address were they sent to? I didn't get all three of them.
Tangi, can you give him those dates, please? Tangi.
Sure. Your first date is November 16th.
Mr. Chairman,
Yeah.
it was sent on Monday, the 19th, if that helps you find it.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
And it was sent, I got it on the on my county email address.
Okay, don't have that computer
Because I
with me.
know Denise was having some challenges with the rest of our civilian email addresses.
Okay, did anyone else not receive the minutes?
I didn't see what you said. It was sent on the 19th or the 20th?
On the 19th, Monday the 19th at 5:24 p.m. if that helps you find it. I can forward it to you, Kelvin.
Okay.
If you want, and then you can have it right at the top of your email.
Thank you.
Would you like that?
Yes, please.
What email address would you like me to use, bearing in mind we are being recorded?
Gmail.
I'm sorry?
My Gmail.
Okay, hang on just a second. I have that.
I
Thank
just
you,
sent it to the chair, both emails.
Okay.
Okay.
And then
Chair,
Mr. O'Neill, I'll send it to you as well.
Okay.
Did everybody else see them? Because, Mr. Chair, excuse me, if you want to hold them to either give everybody a chance to read them and come back either after closed session or at the next meeting, you could do that as well.
I think that would be best. So that we can all have an opportunity to review them to be accurate. So can we,
I move that we postpone the review of the minutes until the next meeting to give people a chance to review them.
A second.
I'll go ahead and take the roll real quick if we can. Dr. Coleman,
Aye.
Mr. James,
For clarification on that point, I apologize. Is this a motion to take no action?
this is a
I mean, are
mo-
we voting to do nothing, in which case we would do nothing anyway?
No, we're
It's a
talking about
motion
approving
to-
the meetings, minutes, aren't we?
it's the motion to.
The minutes were on the agenda. Is this Mr. James asking?
Yes.
Okay, the minutes were, that was part of what we said that we were gonna do. If we're not, then this is a motion to hold to the next meeting. Because we represented that we were gonna do the minutes today. Excuse me.
Okay, I appreciate the clarification. I'll vote a yay.
Mr. O'Neill,
Huh?
we're voting.
Who did you say?
I said, Mr. O'Neill.
Oh, I didn't hear you because you was muffled. Oh,
I'm
yeah,
sorry.
yeah.
Okay. And I'll put my headset on. Mrs. Ridley, she's absent. Mr. Sanchez, absent. Ms. Springs,
Aye.
thank you. And Mr. Vergamini make the motion. Okay. Mr. Calvin Vaughn, yes. Okay. Thank you.
Mr. Chairman, who made the second for that?
That was Mr. O'Neill, I believe.
Okay.
It
thank you.
was Sheila Bryant.
Oh, it's Ms. Bryant. I'm sorry. Who's laughing at me?
Huh?
Mr. Chairman, I didn't vote.
I was laughing at you.
I'm sorry. Mr. Melton?
Yeah, aye.
Okay, I'm sorry. I had a hard time hearing you. Okay, got you. Thank you, sir.
Excuse me, Dr. Coleman, did you vote?
Yes.
Yes, I did. Thank you, Tangi.
Mr. Melton, can you turn your microphone up, please? Can't hear you.
Still can't hear you. Still can't hear you. You got it on mute now.
You have it on mute.
Take it off mute. They want to hear you. Say something.
Y'all said y'all can't hear me.
You just sounded far away, that's all. Yeah.
Okay, so,
It's real faint though.
Yeah, I think that's what happens to me sometimes too. All right, cool.
Tanya, I got the email. The
Okay.
minutes, I mean, I got the email.
So we'll take care of that later.
Okay.
All right. So is there a motion to close the meeting?
Motion to close the meeting.
You still need to read the B 3035,
Read
305.
that first.
Yes.
Okay, all right. The purpose of closing this meeting is to discuss the appointments, employment, assignment, promotion, discipline, demotion, compensation, removal, resignation, or performance evaluation of appointees, employees, or officials over whom this public body has jurisdiction. Any other personnel matter that affects one or more specific individuals. The reason is to discuss the interview questions and candidates for the Administrative Hearing Board. Is there a motion to close the meeting? Yes,
I'm
ma'am.
sorry. And I wanted to reiterate on this particular one, that there are certain things that we could have done administratively that would not be subject to the Open Meetings Act. But for, at least in our early time, the board has made a decision to take more structured action. So we're doing it under the B1.
Okay, yep. And today's date is December 21st, 2022. The time is 6:50 p.m. and it is virtual via Zoom. Is there a motion to close?
Motion close.
All right, Mr. O'Neill, thank you. Any seconds?
So Ashley, you stopped recording?
Not yet. I thought they had to finish your vote.
Have to vote.
Got
Okay.
any motions to second?
I second the motion, Mr. O'Neill's motion.
Thank you, Dr. Coleman. We'll around and take the vote. Ms. Bryant?
Aye.
Mr. James? Mr. Melton?
Aye.
Mr. O'Neill, he's second. Mrs. Ridley, absent. Mr. Sanchez, absent. Ms. Springs?
Aye.
Thank you. Mr. Vergamini?
Yes, aye.
Thank you, sir. Kelvin DeVore? Aye. Okay. Meeting is closed. All right.
Oh, Mr. Chair, did you notate the time for Tangi?
I wrote it, E54. Oh, my. Okay, 8:54 back into open session. Oh, okay. Can't find my pen, sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry, hopefully you got that 8:54 back into open session. Mama Joe, anything in particular that I have to state?
Yes, you have to affirm the items that you decided in closed session
Okay,
and generalities.
okay. Oh, here it is. Okay, cool. So in closed session, we discussed the candidates that will be chosen for the administrative hearing board. We discussed the interview questions. We did not come up with the dates, and we discussed.
I'm sorry, Mr. Chair, you don't have to say the discussion, just the outcomes, please.
Oh,
Just
okay. Thank you. Thank you, Mahova Joe. So we decided on the candidates that will be interviewed for the administrative hearing board in closed session.
Thought you also, the candidates and the questions, right?
Okay, so I thought I said, okay, so I can't say the question.
Sorry, I apologize.
No. Thank you for getting me right. So I'll repeat it again. So in doing the closed session, we discussed and chose the candidates for the administrative hearing board and the questions that will be asked during the interview of those candidates. Can't ask for a thumbs up, Mama Joe, because I can't see you. But
Yeah, so you all can affirm what decisions were made in closed session, in open session. Excuse me.
okay. So we have to make, so we go back and ask the roll again.
Yes, I'm sorry, yes.
Okay, thank you. Do we have to make a motion to affirm those? Okay, so let's do it for the record. Motion to affirm the decisions that were made in the closed session.
You're on mute.
Oh,
Thank you.
I'm sorry.
I make a motion to affirm what was discussed in closed session.
Dr. Coleman, can you be more specific? Please, the candidates, the 11 candidates, whatever it was.
Sure, yeah, I didn't know how specific. Sure, yes. I make a motion that we affirm what was discussed in closed session, which was to select the candidates for the administrative hearing board and the interview questions.
Second,
Thank you, Danny. Mrs. Bryant?
On mute.
You're on mute.
Aye.
Thank you.
Is that what I'm?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Heard you. Mr. James,
Aye.
Mr. Melton,
Yes.
Mr. O'Neill,
Yes.
Mrs. Springs,
Aye. Excuse me, aye.
and Ms. Ridley is absent. Mr. Sanchez is absent. Going to vote. Aye. Okay. Motion to adjourn.
Before you adjourn, can I say something?
Oh, I apologize. Yes, ma'am.
We got a letter, well, an email the other day reminding us that of the annual report and the due date. And I was just wondering when were you all going to, either provide input on the draft or develop your own version or something, but it's due on or before the 31st of December.
We do that by Friday.
Hmm?
I'm asking everyone if we can go ahead and look at that and have any changes since Denise by Friday.
I have a question regarding that. Can the changes be made using track changes so that it'll be clear what? Because it's gonna be kind
I
of
think
difficult.
I may have sent you a PDF version, and you can make your comments in PDF
Okay, so make comments.
on what changes you want made.
Okay.
And where the changes conflict with each other, I'll talk to, I'll let you all know where the conflict is, and you all can decide on which version.
Okay, and so that should be done. Okay, we're to provide our comments by Friday, and you will turn around any conflicts by Tuesday, which is the next possible day. Because Monday is a holiday.
Which means I won't be working.
I know.
And I won't be working over the weekend. So Wednesday.
Wednesday, which is the 29th.
Yeah, it's short time frame.
Okay, and shall we establish when we're going to meet again?
Okay. Yes. So we'll get to that. Denise, did you have any more admin stuff?
No, that's it. I was going to suggest maybe you all can do a committee of a few people that I can talk to about this report, and we can work, over the next couple of days or something to get this ironed out.
I have some free time. I volunteer to work on.
Well, I'm just asking Calvin if he wants to appoint sort of like an annual report committee.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, I think that would be the best. Yeah. Ms. Bryant, you would be interested in doing with that?
Yes.
Okay, Mr. James. Okay, all right. So yeah, we'll do that. I'll shoot out an email and let everybody respond to that. Thank you, Mr. James. Thank you, Mrs. Bryant.
And then they can respond to either Ms. Bryant or Ms. James, if this is appropriate, Marva Jo, they can respond to Mr. James or Ms. Bryant regarding the board's concerns, and then the two of you all can get to me what it is that you think.
They need to do it individually to you, Denise.
Okay.
They can't, no.
Can't talk to each other about it.
But I mean, as the annual report committee, they can't?
No.
Okay.
I just want, can I say something, Mr. Chair?
Yes, ma'am.
I just want to say, Denise, I've looked at it twice. I like the last version and I'll read it again, but I mean, I know you're looking for something, but it looks good to me. But I'll read it again to make sure, to see if I have anything to add. But I think you really did a good, the second one, I really like the formatting of it. And how you change the layout and so I mean, I think it looks good. I'm sure others are going to have changes, but I think you gave us a really good something to like add on to, and I'm sure it's gonna be small changes. But thank you.
Yeah, I agree. Thank you.
I agree
Really
too.
good.
The only comment I had was just, I agree with everybody, but just this, that is write out ACC and AHC, because when it goes out, people really don't know who that is. We know what it is, but I'm just, the abbreviations, that's all I had.
There's a whole section up front. It says,
I'm just saying that was just me, mine.
No, I was
That's
just saying
my-
there's a whole section up front that explains what those acronyms are.
Mhm. Okay, I'm just saying. That's all. That's the only problem I had. That's-
So, would anybody be available to meet next week? That's kind of rough. I don't know if you guys are taking vacation. Mr. Melton, that means yes, you're shaking, you're available?
Yeah, I make it work for this group.
Okay, great, great, great. So do we want to go with the 28th next Wednesday? Mr. James? Can you check with your daughters to make sure they don't have anything for daddy?
You know it. That's the first thing I'm looking. I ain't getting in trouble with them.
I'm sorry, I'm gonna be in New Orleans to celebrate New Year's.
Sorry, you can't go. Mr. Melton said he did anything for this group, so lead by example. Come on. No, okay,
Put that
understood.
on me.
I
Will
mean,
the
yes,
agenda be the PAB appointees or the annual report?
I think it could only be the annual report. We, I don't think we're at a point at that time regarding appointees. And I think the focus is to make sure we get the annual report done by the deadline. So we should make sure we dedicate it to that exclusive reason.
I mean, I could probably meet remotely because I'll be by this time.
you're a techie. You got some tech in you. We know that.
I'm available.
Okay, thank you.
I mean, I'll make it work as me. I'm not family, but I'll make it
Okay.
work is what I'm saying.
And the purpose of the meeting on the 28th would be to finalize the report or?
Yes.
And were we also giving people a deadline to respond of their interest from the vetted list?
That was
Was that the 10th?
The 5th
I'm sorry,
of
the 5th?
January.
The
Yes.
5th?
six.
Okay.
See the
The
six.
6th, yeah,
Six.
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. Dr. Coleman, Danny, does that work for you guys next Wednesday?
I can make it work.
Okay, great. Okay, great. You been still there. Okay, cool. So let's go ahead and put that down for next Wednesday.
Okay, so
Mr.
we'll
Chairman,
get-
could I make a,
Yes, sir.
this is off, this is a FYI to to the committee. And I can, yesterday I was part of the Zoom meeting with the transition committee for the county, for the governor's rate, the new governor, on public safety. Just a discussion of their subcommittee on public safety. But if any of y'all are interested, I can, when they have the next meeting, I can, forward you the email if you want to be a part of that. It's just discussion of what you think should be happening with the new administration statewide, on public safety. And if you're interested in it, I could do it,
Yeah, that'll be fine to send that out. Thank you.
Okay.
Great. Thank you so much. Yes, ma'am, Denise.
I have one last question. This is from Marva Joe. Since this is a mandated duty, pretty much like the selection of the PAB and the ACC members, are we required to have an open meeting? Can we do it like we did the interview in an administrative session?
Yes, we can do it administratively pursuant to what we have to do. Yes.
So I don't have to do a public meeting invitation or an agenda or anything. We can just get together and discuss this annual report.
It is a, give me a second, because there are kind of other considerations. You ask me again, Denise, because you mean
What I'm saying is
together.
like the session we had with the interviews. That wasn't advertised, and we considered it an administrative session.
Yeah,
Because we said that those things that we do that are mandates or part of our statutory requirement, we didn't have to have an open meeting for. So I'm asking, in addition to not doing an open meeting, can we just do an administrative session where we don't do any advertisement about us meeting?
we can. I'm hesitating for other reasons, Denise. That's why I was asking. I understood your question.
Okay.
They'll see the report, so yes.
Okay.
Okay.
So what time do you all want to meet?
6:30 work for everyone else? Okay, 6:30.
And that's on the 28th. Okay,
Yes,
Next
ma'am.
Wednesday.
Yes.
thank you.
Okay, that's it. Anything from Tangi or Ashley?
No.
I'll be resending the minutes for the past 3 meetings, just so it's on everybody's top of their email. So you guys will have that after the meeting.
Thank you. Marvin
And
Joe?
I have a clarifying question really fast. So we're meeting in person on the 28th?
No.
Oh, okay, okay.
You can if you'd like to.
That's what I was asking. I want to make sure. I don't want to be the only one. Sure.
Right. No, we're going to meet virtual.
Okay. Awesome.
Point of clarification. That's important.
Thank you.
Okay, so that way we don't want Mrs. Springs not to eat. So I gotta make sure we.
All right, then, Mr. Chairman.
Okay, thank you, Tangi. Marvin Joe?
Nothing.
All right, cool. Any motions to adjourn?
Motion made.
Second.
Mrs. Bryant?
Pardon?
We're a motion to adjourn the meeting.
I thought Mr. O'Neill made the motion.
Yeah, in a second, I'm taking a roll. I'm sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry. I seconded. So
We gotta feed you too? That's what you said? Okay, cool. I got you. Dr. Coleman,
Aye.
Mr. James,
Aye.
Mr. Melton,
Aye.
Mr. O'Neill,
Aye.
Mr. Vergamini.
So we're meeting next Wednesday, is that correct?
That's correct, at 6:30.
And the support staff are going to be available, or are they on vacation?
It's since we're not doing it like a regular meeting. It'll just be me.
And are you normally on vacation during that time?
No.
Okay, then good to go. And I say yes, adjourn the meeting. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you. Okay.
Aye.
Meeting. Oh, I thought you seconded, Mrs. Spring. I'm so sorry. I thought you seconded. I was looking down. I thought I recognized the voice. Sorry, I thought I was looking down. I thought I recognized your voice. Okay. Meeting adjourned at 9:10 p.m.
And I'm gonna back
Merry
up and
Christmas to
answer.
everybody.
I'm
I'm
sorry.
gonna back up and answer Danny's question. Staff or Ashley's gonna